Assalamu alaikum. Today I'll be reading Surah Kahf, ayat number 27 to 50. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Advice to the Prophet: recite what has been revealed to you from the book of your Lord. None can change his words, nor can you find any refuge besides him. And patiently stick with those who call upon their Lord morning and evening, seeking his pleasure. Do not let your eyes look beyond them, desiring the luxuries of this worldly life, and do not obey those whose hearts we have made heedless of our remembrance, who follow only their desires and whose state is total loss. Warning to the disbelievers. And say, O Prophet, this is the truth from your Lord. Whoever wills, let them believe, and whoever wills, let them disbelieve. Surely we have prepared for the wrongdoers a fire whose walls will completely surround them. When they cry for aid, they will be aided with water like molten metal, which will burn their faces. What a horrible drink, and what a terrible place to rest. Allahumma ajirni minan nar. Reward for the believers. As for those who believe and do good deeds, we certainly never deny the reward of those who are best in deeds. It is they who will have the gardens of eternity with rivers flowing under their feet. There they will be adorned with bracelets of gold and wear green garments of fine silk and rich brocade, reclining there on canopied couches. What a marvelous reward, and what a fabulous place to rest. Allahumma inni as'aluka jannatul firdaus. Ameen. Story number 2 is the owner of the two gardens. Give them, O Prophet, an example of two men. To the disbelieving one, we gave two gardens of grapevines, which we surrounded with palm trees, and placed various crops in between. Each garden yielded all its produce, never falling short, and we caused a river to flow between them. And he had other resources as well. So he boasted over the poor companion of his while conversing with him, I am greater than you in wealth and superior in manpower. And he entered his property while wrongdoing his soul, saying, I do not think that this will ever perish, nor do I think that the hour will ever come, hour being the day of judgment. And if in fact I am returned to my Lord, I will definitely get a far better outcome than all of this. The rebuttal. His believing companion replied while conversing with him, do you disbelieve in the one who created you from dust and then developed you and then formed you into a man? But as for me, he is God my Lord, and I will never associate anyone with my Lord in worship. If only you had said upon entering your property, this is what God has willed. There is no power except with God. Even though you see me inferior to you in wealth and offsprings, perhaps my Lord will grant me something better than your garden and send down upon your garden a thunderbolt from the sky, turning it into barren waste, or its water may sink into the earth, and then you will never be able to seek into it. The punishment. And so all his produce was totally ruined. So he started to wring his hands for all he had spent on it while it had collapsed on its trellises. He cried, Alas, I wish I had never associated anyone with my Lord in worship, and he had no manpower to help him against God, so nor could he ever help himself. At this time, support comes only from God, the true Lord. He is best in reward and best in the outcome. Fleeting and everlasting gains. And give them a parable of this worldly life. It is like the plants of the earth thriving when sustained by rain we send down from the sky. Then they soon turn into chaff scattered by the wind, and God is fully capable of doing all the things. Wealth and children are adornment of this worldly life, but the everlasting goods are far better with your Lord in reward and in hope. Judgment Day. Beware of the day when we will blow the mountains away, and you will see the earth laid bare, and we will gather all humankind, leaving none behind. They will be presented before your Lord in rows, and the deniers will be told, You have surely returned to us all alone, as we created you the first time, although you always claimed that we would never appoint a time for your return. And the record of deeds will be laid open, and you will see the wicked in fear of what is written in it. They will cry, Woe to us! What kind of record is this, that this does not leave any sin, small or large, unlisted? They will find whatever they did present before them, and your Lord will never wrong any more. Satan and his followers. The last ayah for today. And remember when we said to the angels, prostrate before Adam, so they all did, but not Iblis, who was one of the jinn, but he rebelled against the command of his Lord. Would you then take him as and his descendants as patrons instead of me, although they are your enemy? What an evil alternative for the wrongdoers to choose. That's all for today. Inshallah, we'll continue tomorrow. Fi amanillah.